Yeah, I think the market right now is just focused on inflation and what the central bank reaction function will be. So, if you look at some of the three key headwinds that we're focused on that could potentially flatline markets through the end of the year, that would be the talk of tapering, as the bit you just played from Fed President Kaplan. The concerns about how long inflation could last. While we don't think we'll get persistent long inflation, we do think that obviously with supply bottlenecks, there could be inflation issues coming through, and of course the peak in growth rates. So these are some of the concerns that we have that could potentially flatline markets through the end of the year.
Mary, the markets just settled down a little bit this week. Some of the volatility came off and a little bit more comfort came in as many of the market participants just leant into the Fed messaging. That said, it does feel like there's still potential to overreact even just to one piece of data. You know, in the past, we used to look at a series of data points, but now we're getting such a weird and wonderful numbers crossing the tape and trying to analyze what the new normal looks like. It feels like there's so much crunching even just around one piece of data. Do you think there is that potential for an overreaction?
I think we're already seeing some of the overreaction in terms of just what happens with, for example, some of the payroll numbers, any of the inflation numbers that comes out. There could potentially be some sort of overreaction from the markets. And that's because we don't know how especially since we've been in such a deep recession from COVID and coming out of this, we want to see what the new normal is. And a lot of the data, especially on growth and PMIs, has been quite strong. And the hope is that it continues to come in quite strong. But we know already that inflation is going to be an issue. We do have supply bottlenecks coming through. There's a rise in commodity prices. But our view is that as the economy reopens and as you have these supply bottlenecks, easing up, inflation should be less of a concern. So that should lead to less of a reaction and a quick reaction from markets.